So hello, happy Tuesday. Last Tuesday, Emily Roberts did our call, and then Thursday, I wasn't able to do one. I was literally stuck in gridlock traffic. So I feel like I haven't talked to you guys one-on-one in a little while. But I had already said before I pushed record, give me a little bit of grace if I seem more slow paced, or if I just don't really feel good today. So, but I wanted to go over, I watched this incredible Zoom, and I can't take credit for any of it being my original thoughts. I'm gonna throw in my opinion, and of course I'm gonna make it my own a little bit, but I didn't really need much of that. I got it from the awesome Sarah Marble, who is a diamond in our company, as I'm sure all of you guys know. And Sarah Marble actually got this training from a book that she read by Warren Woodward. And I just loved it. It's about simplifying things. So she talks about the secret to success. What is the secret to success in network marketing? But we're here to specifically talk about Plexus. What's the secret to success? Duplication. Easy. When we want true success in this business, we can't carry all the weight on our own, period. That's not how this business is set up. And, honestly, that's not really how any business in the whole world is set up, right? Like, we all have to work as a team. We all have a team of some way to lift us up, to work together and lift each other up. And so I love that that's what this is about. She talks about duplication. And she talks about, is duplication by luck? Well, it's about luck, according to Warren Woodward, if you are using the word luck as laboring under correct knowledge, which I loved, because it's like, no, of course nothing is luck as in friggin' gold at the end of a rainbow. But when we're laboring under correct knowledge, I guess, yeah, it is from luck, right? So she talks first and foremost about pouring into ourselves with self-development material, meaning books, and audios and training calls and podcasts and getting on calls like these. So if you're on this call, know that you're pouring into yourself and you're already one step ahead. A lot of people who try to seek success, if you're listening to this, you're one step ahead. If you're on this call, you're one step ahead. So super proud of you guys. But utilize the Zooms that your leaders put on. Utilize YouTube trainings. I say this all the time. Utilize Amazon, Audible. The list could go on, which is a whole other call of what resources we do have available to us. However, pouring into ourselves with them is first and foremost. So which I love, she says, our pay raise doesn't become effective until we do. That's awesome. We can learn, but are we utilizing everything effectively? So our pay raise is not going to become effective until we do, until we utilize everything that we are learning, right? So it's one thing to pour into yourself. It's another thing to become effective with what you've been poured. Okay. So our results need to be, in network marketing in general, our results need to be predictable, and they need to be long-term, or else why are we here, right? Are we here for short-term cash? Is this what we think of whenever we watch diamond documentaries? Maybe if you're first getting started and you're thinking, I just want to pay off my one credit card. That's how I started too, believe me. And when you start to grow your team and you grow your customer base and you start making money with this, you realize very quickly that this is not, or does not have to be, it should not be short-term success, short-term income. And in order for it to be long-term, we need it to be predictable. We don't need it to be this mystery, this running aimlessly out into the woods. We need to have a map. We need to know where we're going. We need to know what we're going to make, and we need to have stability in this, right? So how do we do that? Well, she gives this awesome analogy of a tree, which I don't know how I'm 2.5 years into this and I'm just now hearing this analogy, or it's just now sticking with me, but oh my gosh, I was, listening to this while I was doing cardio at the gym earlier, and I'm sitting there looking around like people should be able to hear my headphones. Like, my mind's blown right now. This is so awesome. And she talks about network marketing is exactly like a tree. We are like a tree. Okay. So if a tree has shallow roots, as soon as a storm comes by, it's going to blow over. Right? I mean, those are the trees that blow over, especially in a small storm. It's just going to blow on right over. But the trees that live long, the trees that truly have a long life, are the ones that are most deeply rooted. the ones with the deepest roots. And so it's the same with our businesses. It's the same with the way that this is all structured. We must be deeply rooted for stability in this. So how do we become deeply rooted? Well, for one, a large base of level ones. What does that mean? What's a level one? If you're new to this, a level one is people who join your team with a welcome pack, not customers, but people who join your team for $34.95. Welcome pack or not, it's really the $34.95 that they come in. It's your level ones are those who joined you personally, and your level twos are who joined them, and your level threes are who joined that person. So that's how it goes in levels. And having a wide base of level ones is something that every diamond in this company has. Everybody who is successful in this business has a wide base of level ones. So that is to be said with the fact that we should never stop recruiting level ones. That is a great thing to have. I have about 68 level ones. Not all of them are active, but I can tell you that I'm actively seeking them every day. I will never stop adding level ones for as long as I'm working my Plexus business, which at this point I would assume is going to be until I'm old and gray, right? Or longer. So level ones are so important. Every diamond has it in the company, but having a lot of level ones is not duplication. Having only a large foundation of level ones, and if they are not further getting level ones and those people are not getting level ones, then you are simply spinning your wheels. And that's kind of a harsh reality to come to, at least for me, because there is a certain point in our business with silver and gold, I would say. You can have one, honey. That's fine. A string cheese? Yeah. There is a certain level that we can carry ourselves with mostly level ones. But to lay the foundation from the very, very beginning of duplication past that is so important, because I can tell you right now that senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, emerald, sapphire, and certainly diamond, really nothing past like gold, I would say, comes from only you getting level ones. That all comes from duplication. And that's how we really find the longevity and those deep roots that we're talking about. So how do we create this duplication? How do we get past that point of only level ones? I know a lot of you come to me with, you know, this person joined my team and they said they had these big goals and they did nothing with it. You guys, I have those people too. I have so many people. Most of my level ones who join me don't do anything. Most of them love their products and they use it for the wholesale discount, and that's totally okay. But understand that there's nothing magical that we do, that all of your level ones are going to run with this business, that all of your level ones are going to want this. That's not realistic, and that's just not going to happen. Not everyone has the same vision as you do. But I can tell you that the more level ones that you have, the more that you find those in between who do want to run with this, who do want it, who are going to go with it. So how do we get this duplication started for those who want it? So when someone pays $34.95 and joins you, keeping them engaged is key. We need a system, keyword system, to duplicate and keep it easy. Let me see what Stephanie just said. Her level ones, dream teamer finally is ready. Yeah. I mean, you don't know who on your team is going to decide to run with it at what given time. Exactly. I like that step. I actually have quite a few level ones who have come to me even like 2 years down the road and are like, okay, I want to start making money with this. Sarah Oatman, who's on this call, is one of them. She waited months and months to start sharing the opportunity. She was my wholesale customer for a very long time. So when somebody pays $34.95, they're investing in their business. Usually they're paying more than $34.95. They're buying their products as well. So we need a system that is easy, it's duplicatable. And Sarah Marble talks about when someone joins us, if we just cheer them on and say, yay, you can do this, that will pass on, and they'll pass that on probably to the first two levels of yay, you can do this. But that yay cheerleading, like, come on, you got this, is going to morph very easily and very quickly into, yeah, I think we can do this, but we don't really know what we're doing. What are we doing? And that's where it dies off, right? In our lower levels. So a system to keep the ambassadors, okay, so sorry, my notes are all choppy. So the system, so the yeah, we can do this. We need to be their cheerleaders, but it has to go beyond that, and that's where the system is going to come into play. So system to keep ambassadors around and duplicating. Sarah Marble talks about, and this is, I mean, I just listened to this call and got all this inspiration from it, and I took notes like crazy for myself as well. So I do want to make it clear, this is not to say that I've been doing the system. This isn't me telling you guys what to do. This is something that I just learned, and I think that as a team, we need to move forward with this system. It's make a list, talk to those on the list, tell them about Plexus, follow up, and then start them up, either as a customer or as an ambassador. And then once you've done that, repeat, create a new list, talk to the people on the list, tell them about Plexus, follow up, and then start them up. Basically, that's the whole system, as simple as that is. And then teaching our new ambassadors to do the same thing, show them how to do the exact same thing. The thing about this system is that those 5 steps never, ever, ever, ever change. That's where the predictability comes in. So those 5 steps should never, ever change. And the faster that you can get a level 1, she calls it person A. She says, call your level 1 a person A, and their person would be a person B. So the faster you can get your level 1, person A, to get person B, the faster they A, build belief, and they B, see that they invested in something that's worthwhile. This is so important. Knowing that they invested in something that works. Hold on. Ladies, girls. No, fighting, okay? Give her back her bag. Thank you. It's so important that when somebody joins us in this, they know that they need to know that they joined something that works, and they need to know that they joined something that they can believe in. And the faster that we can help them get a level 1, the faster that both of those things are going to happen. Or a customer or a level 1. Getting them a customer or a level 1, it gives them something to lose, which this part of the call was just my most favorite, because it's so true. When you give them something to lose in this, that is what builds their belief. So help them make their list, go through it with them, ask who their people are, offer 3-way calls, that third-person validation, 3-way chats, help them present this, whether that be an online event or a sip and see, or it be in those chats or calls. And then remind them about the follow-up, how the follow-up is key. Teach them about follow-up. So I'm going to go through that again. When someone joins you, Sarah Marble, who's one of the top earners in our company, simplified it to, as soon as someone joins you, help them make their list, go through their list with them, talk about who these people are, ask them who the people are, get to know their list with them, and then offer that third-party validation, help them present it. Sip and teas, all of these different things. Girls, please stop. I'm not being silly, please stop. So helping them with the actual presentation, and then the follow-up is key. Teaching them the fortune is in the follow-up. Encouraging them how to follow up. So the predictable steps that never, ever, ever change are these 5 steps, and that is what will produce a predictable outcome. When we know what we're going to do next, we know what the result is most likely going to be. And the more that we do it, the more we're going to get those results, and it all just becomes a predictable system. So as soon as you've sponsored someone, she talks, I love this. Usually most of these calls are like from my own, but I keep saying she talks because I just stole so much from Sarah Marble. It was so good. As soon as you've sponsored someone, you forfeited your right to quit. I mean, let's be honest. As soon as you've sponsored someone, you are a leader and they're looking to you for help. So sponsor someone means having a level 1 or getting a customer. And she basically just talks about how when you're walking away, when you quit, that person is guaranteed to quit. And you need to remember why you shared it with them in the very first place. Why did you bring them on board? Because this is something that you believed in. You knew it could help them. And at this point, you need to want it for yourself and also want it for them. So consistency and the system, 5 steps that never, ever, ever change. Don't change them for anything. Don't do anything different. And I really believe that this is going to help with attrition. And I think that putting the system into place, and I'm going to do something on the team page of the system. Any ideas that you guys have below? But every single new ambassador, we should be training with these 5 steps. So making a list, talking to those on the list, telling them about Plexus, starting them up, and repeat. Oh, no. Tell them about Plexus, follow up with them, and then start them up. Either as customer, ambassador, repeat. That's how simple this is, you guys. An ever-revolving wheel of results and predictable outcomes, predictable income for us and predictable outcome as far as our actions are concerned. So hope you guys love that system as much as I do, because it kind of rocked my world and it's probably the most simple thing I've watched in a long time. So you guys have a happy Tuesday, and let's start implementing this. Bye, guys.